What are these notifications? Why am I getting a bunch of notifications right now? Um, I'm gonna see. Hold on. I'm gonna. Okay, I already have desktop audio disabled. I'm gonna see how this sounds. Cause I don't know. Um, for those who don't know, like, for those who don't know what's going on right now, for one thing, well, let me address the elephant in the room right here. So for one thing, this is the first thing I want to address. I do not have a stream layout right now because I'm on a new in quotation marks system. Really, it's mostly used parts. The only thing that's really new, I would say, is the case and the power supply. I had to reuse the RAM from my old computer. It's a little slow, but it'll do for now. I'm actually planning to get some money to buy faster RAM tomorrow. And here's the second thing I'm gonna address. Tomorrow, what's happening tomorrow? I mean, you got on the title it says pre-birthday stream, like blah 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 blah. Well, my birthday's tomorrow. My birthday's tomorrow. I'm not going to be a kid anymore, man. Also, I found out, hold on, really quick. I found out there for like a font, I found that I can just do like a chat log mode apparently. Uh so wait, I have been able to do like a chat log thing for text in OBS this whole time, but I don't think I'm logged into YouTube on OBS, so I don't think it's gonna do anything. But anyway, yeah, birthday's tomorrow. That's actually why I'm streaming today. It's gonna be just like a really quick stream, 20 minutes or less, because I have a couple things I want to do. Uh, but yeah, I'm running on a different computer that I built myself, and I'm actually also using Linux for the first time. Actually, here, let me show y'all. See? It's been really cool. It's been really fascinating. But it's been a little aggravating, but it's also been really fascinating. Really, hold on. I have the stream up on my YouTube right now. You can't hear it because I muted desktop audio, but okay, I'm turning down the gain a little bit because I thought I heard a slight amount of clipping just not too long ago. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Let's get my EQ like the way it was on my other computer, my laptop. I mean. Okay. What about a compressor? I've never tried to mess with a compressor here on OBS. Whatever. I'll mess with that later. Let's just have the EQ in there. Yeah, anyway, really quick stream. Hi, Nova, by the way. I see you in there. I see you in the chat. This is another one of those just chatting streams, really. That's what this is. That was another thing I was gonna talk about. Like, what is this stream? Well, it's a pre-birthday stream because my birthday is tomorrow, and it's really quick because I have a couple things to do, and also it's just gonna be like this. It's just gonna be just like this. This is what the stream is. It's just gonna be me talking. I mean, there wouldn't be a whole lot of time for me to do anything else if it's gonna be like 20 minutes anyway. I'm not too fantastic at holding up conversations for a long period of time, but 20 minutes or less. Anyway, you know what? Hold on. This is gonna look weird for a second, but I've been using my phone as my camera on here. I've been wanting to figure out how to do that for years, and I only started to get it. I only realized like wait wait. I gotta get my words right. I wanted to be able to use my phone as my webcam for years, right? Well, now I can do that, but I had to I may have had to switch around my entire operating system to be able to to do that, but honestly, I didn't come to Linux just for the the Android phone camera. That was a thing I found out later. I'm done with Windows. I had too many problems with it. It's my ops. Them and their AI slop and them just AI and other reasons than that, but yeah. Um hold on. Oh, no wonder that's Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Okay, I see why it wasn't. Here we go. So yeah, this is gonna look a little weird, but I'm using my phone as my camera. It's with an app called Droid Cam. It's the coolest thing ever. Here's this computer. The cables down here are messier than they were when I had first built it, but I moved the I/O down here. So it's really the cables are much messier than they were when I first built this computer, but otherwise I think it looks pretty all right. Someone's gonna kill me for using a mechanical hard drive and like the big 2.6, but like storage costs too much, man. So, oh, hold on. Oh, dinner. Hold on, I will be right back. All right. I am back. I got my food right here. Well, yeah, right here. Um, wait. Let me y'all want to see something? Oh, whoa, that was probably that seemed like it was too loud. Um, hi. So, y'all want to see something cool? All right. So, I I keep the boxes for like any computer like I for any computer parts that I got um that came with like the box. I kept the box for them. Well, except for the case. The box for the case was just so big. But otherwise so like the motherboard I got it used, but it came with like the box and then the power supply. I got it new, so of course it came with the box. But I keep them around. I keep those boxes around like they're trophies or something. I look at them just I look at them just because well, they're nice to look at and it's nice to keep around. By the way, for anyone, I've already said this to Nova and like other other friends and stuff, but like for anyone who doesn't know, I got this motherboard for like wait this X470 gaming M7AC for like $60 with shipping and taxes under the assumption or presumption or with the idea that this top slot, this top PCIe slot, did not work. Well, eventually, I decided I mean, running it in the bottom slot was fine. There was hardly much of a difference, but it would probably be just a little better if I tried the top slot anyway, see if it worked for me because the seller, they said they tried multiple different components, but that's kind of vague, you know? And the CPU, it controls some certain things. Like it has a memory controller for your RAM. It has it controls these slots right here. And if something's wrong with the CPU, well then something might not work right. So maybe they tried different graphics cards, but maybe they didn't try maybe they didn't try a different CPU. Or maybe their graphics cards had were like a newer generation and this board's a little old, so it uses a older generation slot. Anyway, I had many different theories, and eventually I did try. I got the courage to just try the top slot, see if it worked anyway. And, well, long story short, I have a fully functioning AMD gaming motherboard for just $60. And people who are selling this knowing it's in fully working condition on eBay, they're selling it like $130 or up to like $180. This board was $230 in 2018 when it was sold new, by the way. But anyway, there's a lot of talking, a lot of yapping. But I just think that was like a really awesome deal. That was like a really it was like a really great deal, unforgettable. I'm setting my phone down so I can put the box right over here. Actually, no, wait a minute. Uh, there's something else I want to show you. This is what we'll do for the stream. I'll just show you things. Sure. Let's do it that. Oh. So so now that I don't have a board in this box anymore, obviously, right? I just keep a bunch of stuff in it. Stuff that I used during the computer build or took out or just I don't know, maybe just random trinkets that I just have in here. And when I got the case, it came with a fan and obviously, well, maybe not obvious to some, but like I didn't need that fan because my graphics card, as I've shown you before in a earlier stream, it actually is a hybrid of air cooling and water cooling. And so I didn't need that fan because the liquid cooling fan goes right there where this one was that came with the case. So it's kind of cool because now I just have a case fan whenever I need it. say if one goes bad, hopefully not. Hopefully one doesn't go bad, because I really do like Arctic's fans, but whatever. In the case that one does go bad, I have one right here for whenever I need it. Oh, also, my CPU cooler came with this bracket for Intel CPUs, but I don't have an Intel CPU, so but I figured I'd keep it around in the case that I need it. You really never know. Um, I also took this Wi-Fi card. I also took this Wi-Fi card out of a laptop once. I was looking for something else in the laptop, but I couldn't find it at all. I just could not find it. But I still sourced a couple of parts out of the laptop just in case I needed it, I guess. Because again, you never know, man. And here's literally just a screwdriver. That's just a screwdriver. I also have my power supply box, but I don't really want to take it out of my closet right now, so I'm not. But it's the Montech Century 2 model. That's what it is. Insanely good value. For dinner, I have ham and eggs. It's pretty cool, I think. It's really more of a breakfast thing, but like whatever. I don't care. Um, Here's the USB that I used for installing Linux. Yes, yummers. Not this. I know that message came in late, but it looked like you were saying yummers to the flash drive. Anyway, I don't know how old that USB drive is. I just found it at my grandma's house. It's at least a few years old. Works perfectly fine though. Oh yeah, also it does this. Hold on. Also it does this. This is gonna be kind of hard to showcase with just one hand, so excuse me for a second. Um, Watch, it can do this. See this? This is like a dial thingy, my bobber. Boom, boom, and it has a click. So that's cool. um, I'm not really sure what else to show y'all. I mean, when I was like getting some stuff for the build, I had a little bit of extra like headroom with money. Not a whole lot, but like I decided along the way, I would just get some extra thermal paste. I already had a tube, but I was thinking, oh, what if the tube is dry, or what if I like run out of thermal paste and I don't have any to finish the build or something. So I decided, either way, why don't I just get some extra, even for a future build I want to do maybe. So I got this tube, right? A Noctua NTH1. This is the first Noctua product I've ever owned. um, but then because I got this on eBay, right? It was a small business. They gave me this extra tube, and they gave me a printed letter that said something like, "Thank you for supporting our small business. You get this extra tube of thermal paste." And I was like, "Oh, cool." I thought that was like actually the coolest thing ever. It's just a tube of thermal paste, but I thought that was like the coolest thing in the world. I want to go and support that business again someday. I want to like they seem like a really nice company or a business. I triple dog dare you to try thermal paste. What, eat it? Hell no. I'm not going to I'm not going to the hospital. Can you imagine I actually did eat it? Hold on, I'm checking to see here if I've gotten any new messages. Cuz I don't want to get sick. I'd say that's that's probably a pretty valid a pretty valid reason. Oh, um here's something I did. I didn't really have screwdrivers laying around when I was doing most of the build. So, I had this, right? This is really just a Pearl multi-tool kit thingy, and it has like a drum key on it. For those who don't know, Pearl is mainly a drum company and stuff. I I actually have a Pearl drum kit over here that I got for free from my drum teacher, which is such an awesome thing. It was from the 2000s, so that was really, really cool. Um, anyway, yeah, so I didn't have a screwdriver for most of the build, or like one that like would fit some of the screws anyway. So I used these, I used this multi toolkit for most of the build, and then later on when I actually did have screwdrivers, I used them throughout a couple other oh yeah, I'm talking too fast. Other parts of the build, like this one and here, and it's magnetic, or it's got yeah, sure, we'll go with that. Um, so yeah, more about Linux, by the way. Like I said earlier, it is really quite fascinating. It is. It is really quite fascinating. It's been really annoying in the sense that like some things really don't just work quite as well as they do on Windows, or like you have to go into the terminal. I mean, I'm on Linux Fedora. Maybe it would have been easier if I went to the Mint distribution, but um, whatever. Fedora seemed like it had more features and it seemed a little more modern and blah 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 blah. So, yeah. Uh, it's it's been fascinating in the sense that like there's so much more customize. There's like a lot more customizability. I can really just do anything. Maybe even I can just I can do anything on Linux. Maybe too much. I can delete my entire operating system with one command if I really wanted to, but obviously I'm not going to. Really, the one I guess gripe that I have in this moment is that passkeys do not work like they do on Windows. In fact, really my only option is that I have to have like one of those USB security keys, because obviously Windows Hello passkeys, they don't work because they're a Windows thing. But that was the thing that I used for passkeys when I was running Windows, and now I kind of just can't use passkeys at all unless I get a USB security key. So, I mean, that kind of sucks, but it's a thing that I can fix. And if I really wanted, if it really annoyed me that much, and I could just remove the passkey option and use other security options. But passkeys, oh, I spit accidentally. Uh-oh, I got on my monitor. Passkeys are more secure. I think they're more secure. They work better, and they just give me more peace of mind. And I still have my laptop here running over there running Windows. I don't use it much anymore because, well, you know. But like, I don't want to take the passkeys off entirely because I still have my Windows laptop. So, yeah. But this computer actually, let me talk about that for a second. This computer that I now use. Um yeah, like I've listed elsewhere in like a YouTube post and almost definitely on an earlier live stream. It has older parts like the CPU and graphics card. They're from they're from 2018. They're released in 2018, but I'd say depending on what you do, these are still very usable. Very usable in the modern day. So, I mean, like people they throw away or they give away their old tech, and I feel like, I mean, yeah, you know, donate it, give it away, maybe sell it for money, whatever. Do what you want with it, but don't throw it away. Like I feel like some of this old tech, you could give it to someone else and like they could use it for a long time. I feel like some of this old technology or older even, like maybe not like old, just like kind of old-ish technology. I feel like it still definitely has a use somewhere. Um, so that's my opinion on that, really. For those who are wanting to try Linux, I suggest maybe try dual booting, or like try just demoing it. Just giving yourself a taste of Linux on like a virtual machine. That was what I did. Unk Tech. Yeah, Unk Tech. This Unk Tech still has a use. Um, but yeah, for those who are wanting to try Linux, I'd say maybe like demo it on virtual machines like I did first. See which one you like more. See like what distribution of Linux you like more, or if you even like Linux in the first place. And maybe that could help you make up your mind whether or not you want to switch or not. Now, for some people, they kind of cannot switch because Linux doesn't have support for some things that they do, or companies or corporations don't have the app support for some apps that people like kind of use daily, like on a daily basis. DaVinci Resolve can be used on Linux, but for some reason they cut down the free version by not having as many video codecs, and I think that's like the stupidest fucking thing in the world, to be honest. I do not understand why they did that. Otherwise, it works all right, I guess. But anyway, things like universal audio plugins, they just straight up do not have support on Linux. And I used I mean, I didn't have many plugins from there. I had like 2 compressors and like 1 preamp plugin, but otherwise there wasn't much else from there. And yeah, sure, I could use stock plugins or use like source my plugins elsewhere from somewhere that actually has support for, the Linux operating system, but their stuff is quality, man. And I don't really get why that you have support for Windows, you have support for Mac OS, but you don't have support for Linux. I know it doesn't take up much market share, but I mean, really, come on. It's annoying. So yeah, that's what I mean. Like some people, they may not want to switch to Linux, or they may not be able to switch to Linux because some things just are not supported there, for one thing, or maybe like some things just do not work as seamlessly as it does on Windows or Mac, and that's okay. I totally understand that. But I wanted to get into Linux because like there's a point that I had snapped. I had reached my breaking point with Windows. I was like I had enough with the problems I was facing in Windows and just overall bad decisions Microsoft was making with the operating system. And that was really why I switched. And I just wanted something that really felt like it was something that the user has. Like it was something like that that like well, let me word it this way. Like I was always afraid of like some kind of built-in Windows spyware, like Copilot and Recall inside of Copilot. It's a thing that takes like screenshots every few seconds of your whatever you're doing in Windows, just for its stupid Recall AI feature. To like, so I guess you could like maybe go into it and say, or like you like ask like what you were doing like 10 seconds ago or something. I don't know. I didn't look too much into that, but that is literally that is literally just spyware. That is just built-in spyware. I was always afraid about my privacy on Windows for one thing, like for the example that I just mentioned there. And in some ways, it didn't really feel like it was my system. It didn't really feel like I owned that operating system. On Linux, I have more privacy, security, and just overall user choice with what I want to do. And yeah, that's some of the reasons I switched. But at the end of the day, Linux isn't for everybody, and it's up to you whether or not you want to switch. Don't listen to the people that are like, you gotta switch to Linux. Stop using Windows. Just do what you want. It's your computer. Switch to Linux, don't switch to Linux. That's okay. I understand. Anyway, that's my opinion on that. Well, folks, this has actually been like a 30-minute stream. And there's a couple of things that I want to go and do now. So I will head out now. Um, if you enjoyed this stream, uh, then if you want to, you can subscribe. If you want to, you can like if you want to, subscribe if you want to, comment if you want to. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna force you or anything. Uh, if you enjoyed it, then, you know, feel free to do whatever you do after enjoying a live stream, or if you're watching this after I ended it, then do whatever you do after enjoying a VOD of a live stream. And yeah, feel free to maybe support me on my Buy Me a Coffee page, buymeacoffee.com/jdots. That's the page, jdot.s. That's it. Um, Again, you do not have to, but it means a lot, and it supports me and my family in any future projects that I want to do. So, oh, the sun is in my eyes right now. Thank you all for tuning in. In the case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and happy birthday to me, or happy early birthday to me. Really, it's just tomorrow, but it's not my birthday yet. That's tomorrow. All right, y'all have a good day. Later on, when things chill a little bit, I will focus on trying to make the stream layout much more sophisticated and stuff. So yeah. All right. This was fun. I liked showing y'all things. I like talking to y'all. Thank you, Novada23, for showing up. Thank you, Real Attica, for showing up. Hey man, how's it going? And that's it, really. And thank you all for 230, well, 200, specifically 233 subscribers. That's awesome. I was gaining a lot of subscribers there even when I wasn't posting anything, and I'm not really sure why that happened, but I just want to thank you all. I really could not have made this happen without y'all. You guys are the reason that I post I'm still here posting content, to be honest. I mean, I do enjoy posting content, but like y'all supporting me via subscribing or liking it, it also means the world to me. You get what I'm saying? So, I just wanted to thank you all for that. And that's it, really. Hi, Frankie. Comes in at the end of the stream and types asterisk belches asterisk. Thanks, man. All right. So that's really all I have to say. That's all I have to say. There's some things I want to do now, and really, that's it. I'm out of here. And again, in case I don't see y'all, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And do whatever you do after watching a live stream that you enjoyed. I don't know. All right. Yeah, that's it now. I kind of suck at saying goodbye. So I'm actually gonna go now, for real. All right. Bye-bye. And good morning, good evening, afternoon, night. Depends on whatever time you're watching this. But I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.